What a glorious day it is on whatever day I decided to upload this. Anyway, you guys want to hear something, a bit creepy? I'm going to play to you a noise, and after I play the noise, I'm going to explain what the noise is, and some of you may be left terrified. You ready? Here it is. Wait a second. Did I just hear you say you loved birds? Well, great, because here is a video of me demonstrating my love for birds, and this most certainly was not made at 3 in the morning when I reminded myself I had to... Hello. Today we're going to be taking a look at the UGREEN Collector Edition box. UGREEN was kind enough to send me in, so let's have a review. The first thing you notice when you open the box are... Good God, are those peacock feathers? Good golly! The peacock feathers are so magical they managed to upgrade the camera quality. Upon closer inspection, you get to see the peacock feathers in all their glory. Oh my goodness, folks, if you love Yao Guang or you love birds, you're gonna love this. And within the Yao Guang Nexode Power Bank Collector Edition is contained a magnetic power bank, a 65-watt charger, a retractable cable, a fine trek, and if you want more Yao Guang because you're sad she's all but dead in the quest, then this collectible box gives you even more Yao Guang. In addition, because we're not done yet, you get a MagFlow Air Magnetic Power Bank, which features an ultra-slim Qi 2, which can charge an iPhone twice, and has a magnetic snap, and comes with a built-in cable. Now, if you need even more power, you've got a gosh darn 45-watt power bank with a built-in screen that allows you to check the status of your device's charging, and to top everything off, you also get this nifty little travel pouch that fits in all the essentials because these items are so small, they can fit in your pockets. So folks, what are you waiting for? Check out the UGREEN X Honkai Star Rail series with links in the description. A few years ago, I watched an alright movie called The House That Jack Built, and it's you pretty much follow a serial killer who eventually dies. He goes to hell, and emanating from the deepest pits of hell is this sound. And what this sound is the collective screaming of billions of souls being tormented for an eternity, and together all those voices form this high-pitched noise. Now, why do I bring this up? Because soon the octave of these collective screams is going to get about 8 pitches higher next patch when Ronova sends Paimon right to hell! She's going to go right past the flames, past the torment, and straight to the bomb! But folks, why does Ronova seek to put an end to Paimon? I'm gonna keep it a buck here. This feels impossible to answer right now, given all we have to go on is this one scene where Ronova may or may not be referring to Paimon.
Your obsession with it baffles me.
I say may not, despite the imagery, because it's a trailer and they love to bait and switch in trailers. The only thing we know for certain is Ronova does indeed appear to attack Paimon, given Ronova directs an attack aimed at a room in which we see Paimon sleeping in. Now, given the Traveler bolts to that general direction, it's also probably to defend. Now, for the sake of the, for the video, I'm just gonna assume, we were not baited and switched, because Ronova questioning why the Traveler is so obsessed with it, if it is referring to Paimon, actually reveals a decent amount in that one sentence alone. Like, for instance, if true, I'd wager not only does Ronova know what Paimon is, she's familiar with Paimon. The use of the word it when every other character in the game up until now refers to Paimon as a female is oddly specific. Ronova doesn't view Paimon as a sentient being, at least not one holding any moral consideration, because if she did, then she wouldn't be baffled by the Traveler's obsession with it. If Paimon was a living, thinking being who had moral consideration, then Ronova would understand that the Traveler is Paimon's friend, but she doesn't view the relationship that way. It's only when the humanity is removed from Paimon that the obsession becomes bizarre to Ronova and to me. For instance, let me lay out a scenario in which Renova's confusion would be justified to her, and most certainly justified to me. Let's say, in the wake of the disastrous second and third Descenders experience into that, right? Second tried to annihilate the world, shout out that bastard crackhead Dragon King Nibelung. And the third broke a rule so severely they were erased by the heavenly principles and chopped up into the Gnosis, shout out Saralainen. Let's say after watching this fuckery go down, the heavens, being the generous benefactors they are, came up with a plan. Create a thing that would guide any and all future descenders through the world of Teyvat in a manner that paints Teyvat in a positive light and thus doesn't make them an enemy of the world, and by extension, the heaven. So let's say they made this thing, this tool, this object bearing no moral value, let it name itself Paimon, and then let the little thing loose on the fourth descender just as they were starting their journey for the sole purpose of helping them get accustomed to this world. You know, now that we're in Snezhnaya, though, and the fourth descender is at the end of their journey, this thing serves little to no purpose, and said fourth descender has become oddly obsessed with the thing, which is off-putting not only to Ronova, but to me. But it can rest easy because it did its job quite well.
Traveler, do you consider Teyvat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Now, I'm not saying any of this is true, but, you know, if it is, it would make Renova's claim of it reasonable, I'd humbly argue. All we really have to back is, you know, Paimon's connected to the sky, probably Celestia, and, you know, it's kind of it. And regardless, why kill it? You know, what gives Renova the right to kill Paimon? Folks, mine and Celestia's answer is the same answer to the question of what gave the heavenly principles the right to take over the world and liberate it from the 3Ds, drugs, dragons, and delinquents. Nobody gives anyone the right. They take it. These are gods. And if anyone wants to step up to the plate and try and stop them, feel free to try, which takes us to the second half of the video. Is the Traveler powerful enough to strip Renova's Fane's given right to put down Paimon like a dirty dog? I'm sorry, I found the premise so funny. I don't know, folks, can Ebola kill Superman? I mean, look at the trailer. Hey, just look at the trailer. Look at the Traveler trying his goddamn ass off, looking up like a 7-year-old when you take the iPad away, screaming and shit. Charging up some fucking super attack. Who says there will be a next time? 19 different elements just to lose to finger. Folks, let me remind you, the Traveler at full strength, times 2, because they had their sibling with some fucking white element, wings, and their personal sword, got 1v2'd in about 27 seconds by our beloved sustainer of heavenly principles, yet I'm still to sit here and believe there's a non-zero chance Renova loses. Motherfucker, say goodbye, folks. Say goodbye to Paimon, folks. Hey, she gone. Hey, look me in my eyes. She dead, nigga. Hey, God bless Fane to the United States of Celestia, folks. See you.